Welcome to Blind with a Vision, where we always have a vision. And the vision for the moment is actually to go live on YouTube after, wow, I haven't been on YouTube for the longest time. Well, on live stream, but I'm trying out. I decided to actually try out the new YouTube live streaming. Let's see if it's true that they're gonna be helping um, YouTube content creators. And I'm trying to see if I'm actually, let me see, I'm checking here. All right, so I am live. I just got a message. This whole thing about live streaming with YouTube is it changed, and I haven't done it for lots of months. And it seems like they have new rules for anyone that wants to do live streaming. But well, this is Sana from Blind with a Vision, where we always have a vision. Yeah, a vision for, I don't know, every day, every moment. And having a vision when you're blind is a must. So when you do live streaming, it's not different, especially if you're doing this by yourself and you are totally blind. I keep checking my phone to see if actually, kind of see if I'm actually showing myself. There is a lot of blind content creators on YouTube from what I know, and I don't really know if they do live streaming. I know the most popular blind YouTube content creators do, but they usually have help and it's great. But some of us are not popular and we did not have, let me see, okay, we don't have any, help. So I'm just checking my screen here. I doubt anyone is going to be joining. It's actually about 9:40 or after 9:30 here in Southern California. And Anna's here, hopefully showing herself. I'm actually wearing my 4th of July United States top and my I voted sticker. I don't know if I'm actually showing it. I'm wearing a blue jacket and my two Anna braids. And it's late and I know no one is going to be actually watching, but I really decided to actually practice how to. I actually was reading on the new updates on how to do live streaming, and it's late. So here I am practicing the vision, right? And oh gosh, it's always difficult for Anna to actually catch up with everything that is going on with YouTube and all the updates, and then Instagram and Facebook, and I don't know, all those social media, all the social platforms, and wanting to really actually wanting to share content about the visual disability. It's almost impossible for me to catch up with everything because I do it myself, and I'm pretty sure that it's easier when you have an assistant, a helper, or someone that is actually sighted and helping you, to videotape and to just read and describe what's going on and just tell you like, all right, you're live. But here I am, and hopefully this video will just help Anna more than anything. And maybe I don't know, anyone that is blind out there and you are also wanting to do live videos. So here I am. If you let me take a minute to actually really introduce myself. This is Anna. I actually live here in Southern California, and I've been having this simple YouTube channel, Blind with a Vision, for actually several years. My first video was a video that I did for one of my classes in college, the 4-year college, and that was to actually make my life easier during class, being blind, right? To actually be able to feel better about having to do a presentation, a whole semester presentation that was going to be speaking in front of the class for 20 minutes. So I actually thought about just, you know, doing a video when video was actually pretty recent. That's how long I've been having Blind with a Vision, and it has not gotten popular, even though I was able to monetize during 2020. Uh, so yeah, the content from Anna from Blind with a Vision is not really popular. It's probably because of the content and because it's very simple, not a sophisticated channel. I videotape myself and I show the real, the real Anna blind daring adventures out there. And I misspell on my titles and my description, and I have an accent. Yes, English is my second language. I'm actually from Mexico. I was born in Mexico and I grew up here in Southern California. And I speak Spanish. Hablo español también. Yeah, I speak Spanish. So I actually share videos on both languages. Sometimes it's just easier for me just to do the English, believe it or not, because I'm so used to just everything is English here in the United States. And besides some family members that I keep in touch, I don't really, speak Spanish much. Everything is that I listen is in English. But what about those who have not visited Blind with a Vision? Well, I actually have retinitis pigmentosa, and I do share videos where I actually share my daily adventures when I get out there. And I also do videos here, sitting here in front of my camera, although I haven't done much that lately. A lot is going on in Anna's life. So, yeah, but I do share a lot of my adventures on writing on Instagram and Facebook. So let me invite you to find me on Instagram. You can find me as Blind with a Vision 2020 in numbers. Yeah, it's not 2020 vision, but it's a vision. The blind vision. Blind with a Vision 2020 on Instagram, Blind with a Vision on Facebook. I do write a lot. I share my Mexican American Anna novels and how I feel about it, about what happens out there. And on YouTube, that's where I share my videos. I guess my niche is pretty much YouTube, although it gets overwhelming not being able to share as much as I want to. And then I go out there and have so many nasty adventures that have to do with the blindness, and I get a little overwhelmed and I just share on Instagram and Facebook about it because capturing a video is almost impossible. But one of the things that I really want to share here is about the live streaming. I was actually checking out information because YouTube, I really hope that YouTube is gonna help us, the blind content creators, even if we're not popular, because that would be great for the blind vision, right? That would be so helpful for the blind community. But if you are blind and this video kind of helps, if you're gonna, I don't know, find it by accident, I doubt anyone would share the video. But if you want to help Anna and Blind with a Vision and join the vision of inclusion of people with visual disabilities, share this video, give it a like, share with others, and contribute, with the vision of the blind community or the blind family around the world. One of the things that I was checking on YouTube is that I guess for the live streaming is that now most people can actually do live videos. You don't have to be monetized. I don't know if that's something that changed pretty recent, but um, I'm glad to actually hear about that. For anyone that is actually thinking about creating a YouTube channel and start sharing your vision, your blind or low vision daring adventures on YouTube, it's pretty accessible for the most part. I kind of was going to start my live video at 8:30, but then I click on one of the notifications that I got from YouTube about encouraging blind content no content creator YouTube content creators about going live. They keep inviting us and I keep receiving emails, so I click on the notification, and then I got all this information about the new rules and how now people that if you actually create live videos, live streaming on Windows, on a computer, Windows computer, you don't have to have any followers. I guess, I believe it's the minimum is about 50 followers, I believe, if I understood correctly, right? Or not. What I understood is that you don't have to have any followers. Now, if you do it on a mobile, on a cell phone, I guess an Android or an iPhone, you have to have at least 50 followers. 50 followers, none if you do it on your Windows computer. And if you are 18 and under, you have to have a specific number of followers. I think it's more than 50. So I wasted my time reading about it, because if this is the case, if you're a new, YouTube content creator, or you're gonna be pretty much new on YouTube and you wanna share videos here, you actually have to register. You have to register with YouTube, and you have to add your telephone number. I was checking the whole information. Why do we have to, people were asking, why do we need to add our phone number? I mean, and not many people wants to share your phone number with YouTube, right? Because it's a good way to kind of be hacked, right? Which, by the way, there is a person that has been trying to hack all my social platforms for a long time now, and they try and they try, and they were able to get on my LinkedIn account, which I opened many years ago, and I never visited. And they even added one of my emails. But I already reported this person. I did, and it's so sad that it's actually someone that you actually know. Let me see if anyone joined. I doubt. All right, 5 people watching. All right, welcome to Blind with a Vision. Bienvenidos. If you speak Spanish, y hablas español, bienvenidos. Oh, wow. I really hope that YouTube continues making these changes. It's great that people now can do lives with actually having to have 1,000. Oh yeah. When I actually monetized my channel in 2020, because I was actually in the hospital in 2020 for 17 days. And just to keep up, to remain positive, I remember just being there in bed with my mask the whole day. And I would ask the nurses to bring me a new gown. I would change my socks, and I would fix my hair with my 2 braids. I have 2 braids right now. And I'm wearing my 4th of July top with my sticker, I voted sticker. Yeah, I voted. Yeah, for Kamala. Yeah. I guess only someone in the right mind would vote for. No one in the right mind would vote for anybody else than Kamala. But hey, we respect those who are Republican and believe in the pathological liar and not malignant narcissist. But here I am. Now I'm wearing this blue jacket, and yeah, I went to vote, and then came to practice this live streaming. But I really believe that it is good that YouTube is allowing people to share these videos. And what I did in 2020 to remain sane was to actually edit videos while I was in the hospital. I even took videos that I never uploaded because I was so sick, really sick, and from what I hear, I sound horrible. I'm just like laying in bed and just taking videos. Maybe I'll upload those, I don't know, one of these days. But I just share the only videos that I had, which was several, not meaningful at all. And I share everywhere on WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, when Twitter was quote unquote better than now. I don't really like Twitter now. I mean, come on. That guy from Twitter or X is crazy. Come on. He has not changed. He was always a racist from day one. Come on, he's not even from here, and what he's doing is crazy. But that's another topic for another live video. And I used to share my videos on Twitter like all day long. And then I got my 4,000 hours, and I had 1,000 subscribers. The subscribers, you can actually gain those right away, and I was able to monetize. Of course, you don't really make money on YouTube. I guess for those who are very popular. And not even the ones that have millions of views, because you can have millions of views, millions of subscribers, and people that is subscribed, they're not really the ones who watch your videos. Like 76%, or from what I have checked on YouTube, 76% of people that actually are subscribed do not watch your videos. Your videos are actually found on YouTube because people research, they find you, they're searching for white canes. That's how I get new, you know, people on YouTube, because they find me, go like, oh, I'm actually going blind and I was searching for white canes, and they have found my videos here. Um, but if you're planning to open up your YouTube channel, well, that's a great way to actually start sharing your content now that you don't have to be monetized to do live streaming. And this is a great way for you to share whatever you want to share. Now, one of the important things that I want to mention here is something that I thought about for years, right? So I don't want to make the argument that most people don't want to hear about the blindness, because I would be generalizing, right? But a lot of people do not want to hear about the blindness. They feel sad about it. They feel bad, so they rather not watch about it, right? They don't want to watch anything about the blind, and people want to hear something, about fashion, makeup. They want to hear about, I don't know, love and those things, about even feng shui, right? I've been watching a lot of videos on feng shui. And it's crazy how many people watch those videos, and they want to watch, memes and those things. Like, I don't know, they don't want to hear about the blindness. And people have always suggested for me throughout the years, like, to switch, to change what I share about, and to create another YouTube channel where I share something that has nothing to do with the blindness. With people that are blind and low vision, and they're actually suggesting me to do that, I mean, it's a great idea, but the blindness follows me everywhere, everywhere. So even if I start sharing about, I don't know, I've been obsessed with everything that is going in the United States, and I go like, why didn't I get involved in this whole thing before? I mean, we need to know about ADA, we need to know about our rights, to be able to make the wheels squeak about the blindness and our rights and employment for blind people and all those things that I always talk about and discuss here on Blind with a Vision. Why don't we get involved in those things? But we don't do it. And I wonder if that would actually make a difference. For me, it's actually important and critical to actually be myself and share what I really believe, to be genuine, transparent, a little devil, sometimes crazy, because I do say out loud how I feel and what I think, right? And of course, always sharing from Anna's world, meaning that very often I'm wrong. But either way, I share how I feel about, the social issue, or about the situation of the blind community in society, in anywhere around the world, right? One of the things that I've been thinking about for years is that YouTube and these social platforms like Instagram, Meta, Facebook, they actually have the power to fix their algorithms and allow our videos to be found and seen more on social media, and in that way actually contributing to the visibility of the blind community. Like in these live streams, come on, they can actually fix it, but then they would have to do it for everybody else, right? Because I think about those things, I go like, but how could they just do it for the blind? Well, they have the power to do that. Why do you have to be so popular and famous and do makeup and do, I don't know, just share those things that honestly not everyone just cares about makeup and looking pretty and beautiful and showing all the clothes you purchase, like, right? Many women do, and men as well, but come on, we're talking about reaching a place in society for a community that every time I listen to politics, not even my Democrats even mention the blind community or the disabled community. I pay attention to every video that I've been watching. I refuse to watch national new channels. They're not even talking about what's going on. I mean, for years, they're all afraid that if this oligarch comes into power, he's gonna destroy their careers. He's gonna cancel out their license, with their channel news and whatever. So I've been watching YouTube content creators that are independent and they have nothing to do with, those positions. I'm sure that they can just close a channel, whatever. But gosh, those are the ones that I've been watching, and I go like, my gosh, YouTube can easily help the blind to spread awareness about the blind community, in this case, the disabled, and those who are not even mentioned. I mean, I've been watching, listening to Kamala's every single rally, every single thing, everything. Honestly, zero facts, by the way, zero facts news, nothing, because it's a whole cult right there. It's a cult, and people have fell in the spell of the cult leader. So I've been watching, and not even Kamala or even Joe Biden, who has a disability. They even ever mention the disabled community and what they're gonna do for us? No, and we're supposed to be included in whatever policies they're introducing or what they're promising to do. But do we ever get anything for the blind community? No. So this is when I go like, oh, maybe I should continue sharing more. Let me see. I want to say hi to everyone that is watching. Let me see if hi Daryl. Let me see. Daryl says, thinking of becoming a trans. Of course, it is okay with me. It will not interfere with my life. Honestly, why not? Go for it. Let me see. Hi, Lee. Let me leave. If I'm reading Braille at the moment, leave. No, I'm not reading Braille right now. I'm actually using my screen reader, but I'm actually wearing my AirPods, so you're not able to hear my screen reader. I'm using my Apple screen reader, the voiceover program, and I'm using my AirPods so you guys don't hear it. And I just use my magic finger to actually swipe to the right or to the left to hear what's on my screen. And I have I'm gonna show you, for those who have low vision, I have my Apple Magic Keyboard here, and that's how I type my title. It takes me a while because they change. I don't know. They have updates frequently, as you guys know. So as someone that is totally blind, I have to figure out, how do I go live? And now they change the whole thumbnail, right? The thumbnail is that little picture that you see on every single YouTube video and that captures people's attention. By the way, my my thumbnails on my videos is usually me or someone has helped me create on with the Canva app. I tell them what to do on Canva because my imagination is pretty crazy, right? I tell them what to add, but pretty much my thumbnail is me. And here it changed. Now you have to click on settings and it says take a thumbnail, and then you double tap, and then you have to pause and smile, and it says smile for the thumbnail. So it gives you about 2 or 3 seconds, so you have to quickly. And doing this blindly, not knowing how I'm looking and if I'm looking stupid or whatever, is one of those things that you just have to do it if you're gonna do it blindly and alone. With videos for whatever social platform. It doesn't have to be YouTube, but I find YouTube to be very accessible. I mean, the live videos on Facebook as well, but they broke YouTube, no, Facebook or Meta. They did. Whenever you have to go and do postings on Facebook, it's not really working when you type, especially when you use a Bluetooth keyboard. So I do my postings blindly. I type without actually knowing. I know that what I'm typing, but I just pray that I'm not going to be misspelling. And because it doesn't, I have the echo, the I went on my settings for my Bluetooth keyboard echo, and I set it up so when I type something and I press space, it'll say, like, if I say welcome to Blind with a Vision, if I type welcome, after I space it says welcome and then to Blind. And in this case, they're not fixing it. I already sent tons of messages and it's not working. And when you save the posting and you post and then you go back to edit, it doesn't really work. It works for adding comments. And what I do is I go on Instagram because Instagram is accessible. I do my posting and then I share on Facebook, and that's how I share on the two locations. Here on YouTube, I find YouTube very pretty accessible. You just have to be relearning um, every time they have updates because they move things around. And before we used to be able to do live streaming on YouTube with your phone position on as the landscape mode, you would capture more of the scene. And now they only allow to do the, when it's on a portrait mode, on vertical. So here I am sitting. I think you can see me from my chest and up. And if I sit back, I'm sitting on my chair. I think you can see my white skirt. I have a small white skirt, and then I'm matching with my 4th of July top. Hi, Mackenzie. How are you? Lola, I don't know. Lola says, get out. I'm not getting out. Justin Scott. Hi, Justin. How are you? Uh-huh. All right. Let me see who else is here. Francisco. Hi, Francisco. How are you? You're in Mexico City, Francisco, right? I think that's Francisco. Hi, Margie. Margie, I love Margie. Margie is, I don't know Margie in person, but she's one of my faithful friends. I guess Trevor is doing okay. Margie is asking about Trevor. I have not talked to Trevor in a long time, so I hope he's doing well. Mackenzie says I'm alright. I'm good. I'm a little I've been sick. I never share about all my how sick I am because I don't wanna really overwhelm people. But those who are able to see me, you can see that I have gotten skinny and I keep getting skinny. Although I have to say that I'm 128 pounds. I don't know why everyone says like, oh, you're so skinny. You're so skinny, Anna. And it seems like I look pale. I was telling people that I think I'm gonna die soon. Honestly. Oh, poor thing. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Anyway. Refax, it says, I'm doing well, Liv. Elle says, yeah, I went vote. I am wearing my 4th of July top, which has it's a spaghetti strap top, and on the top is pointy, kind of like a top. Let me stand up so you can see the front of my top for those who are able to see. And then I have my I voted sticker, and I have my 2 braids, and I did my makeup, but who knows if it's okay. And I went with Amy to drop off my wallet, and she actually whacked me. Everyone is driving, so you're supposed to do it quickly and not stop the traffic. But I just told Amy, hey, I'm lying. They should be patient and just wait. And we quickly got off the car, and I had my ID cane, and we actually she placed I was videotaping, so she placed my camera where I and gave me my my wallet, and she opened it up and she go like, here is, drop it off, because she wanted me to do it. And when you choose who you're gonna vote for, you have to fill in the little bubble. And she grabbed the pen and she helped me fill it out. And I already, when she came over to help me, I had already listened to videos to understand the propositions, because they're very confusing when you read them. And of course, when you're blind and someone has to help you fill it out, you don't want to. For me, I feel pressure if I if I have to ask, like, can you read again? Can you read it? So, I mean, who's voting for it? Because on you can find online who's voting for, who's against, or approves. And there was one of the propositions that even our governor here in California, Gavin, opposes to, but I went for it. So I did my work on my computer. I listened to video, I read about it, went on the California Gavin, the state website, and I understood the propositions, and then I researched on it, and I go like, who goes, who agrees with this and who doesn't, and how are they going to affect us in the future or whatever. It was very interesting. There is a YouTube channel where they actually break it down very simple and quickly, and they tell you, well, this pretty much, if you approve this, you whatever. So I had everything ready. So Amy came, and she just asked me, I go like, look at my computer. I already have yes, no for this one, yes, no for this one. And we went to drop it off, and this, yeah, it was pretty good. I on October 15th, at the Anaheim Braille Institute, which is a school for the blind here in Southern California in Orange County, I went to enjoy the walk they did at the park with blind students. I think it was about 50 students. And we went for a walk just to make ourselves visible. And when we came back, they gave us lunch, and they did raffles. So it was fun. But they actually had two representatives from the Orange County voting department, and they did an amazing presentation on the accessibility for the blind and low vision, when for voting. I have never used it. I don't know if you guys. I don't want to struggle with it. I just, I trust Amy. Amy is someone very close from in the family. So Amy was helping me, and she did hers, so she just came to do mine, and she wanted to give me the opportunity to actually feel how to fill in the bubble. So she placed the pen on the little thing, and she goes, "Don't mess it up, but just a little move." And she was holding my hand to. I want you. She goes, "I want you to feel how it is to just fill it in." And then to sign, right? I use my signature guide, which we have to come up with a better signature guide from my point of view. All the ones that they have, they move around. We need a metal heavy one. So when we sign, right? And I was telling her, it seems like I forgot how to write. Have you guys experienced that? If you went blind years ago, and now when you want to write, it's like, oh, it looks horrible. So then she goes, let's get off from the car quickly. And she goes, I wanted to give you the opportunity to just like put it in, right? So she fixed my camera. We captured a video, and I did I share my little reel on Instagram, just to, and then I go like, oh, you know what? We went to have dinner and grabbed some, took some photos, and then we went to TJ Maxx to be silly over there checking out. They already have all this Christmas stuff, and it's fun. And I did a video on how I actually walk around at the store. I usually share those videotaping myself, just people or the things around. You never really don't really see me. So Amy was videotaping me, and I, was sharing with you that I don't feel embarrassed and about being around. So that's what I did today. And here, if I don't push myself to do this, well, I'm not gonna do it. So I guess for me, I was trying to sign up to register for the new live streaming, but stupid me, no, I'm already monetized, so I didn't have to do that. That is actually for anyone that is going to be streaming. It seems like if you're you use your Windows computer again, you can do live videos. You don't need to have any following. I guess if you're gonna do it on your phone, you need to have at least 50 followers. And if you're under 18 years of age on your phone, it seems like you have to have a specific number of followers and or subscribers, and this is called subscribers. But yeah, going back to the whole thing about YouTube and those social platforms can easily help the blind community and the disabled community to be more visible. I know that people might not want to watch the videos. However, if they just appear on the on their YouTube on their feed, that could help us blind. But no, it is about how popular you are and what people want to watch, and most people want to watch about makeup and clothes and I don't know other stuff. People feel sorry about the or nervous or whatever. They are afraid of the disability. Would you agree that people feel afraid of talking about the blindness or about any other disability, or is that too crazy for me to say out loud? Let me see. Anyone? See if anyone. See if anyone's in. I'm reading the comments. Mackenzie says you're not a makeup person. Never lie. You don't like the texture. Yeah, a lot of people don't. Even people that I know that are sighted, they're not into makeup. It takes time. Sometimes I get tired of it, honestly. All right. So yeah, I guess I was watching a video on someone that does shorts. She's been doing shorts. Someone cited, and YouTube sent us an email with that girl going live for the first time, and she was getting many subscribers, like within the live streaming. But of course, YouTube is helping these people to actually they probably share, or I mean they have the power to again fix the algorithms and do that. But again, for the blind community, like I monetize, my videos got never popular. My YouTube channel never grew really. I've been with 4,000 subscribers for the longest, and people subscribe every single week and sometimes even every other day, but it's very slow. The same on Facebook, and the same on Instagram. I mean, when I share more reels and all of that, then like every week I can have like 4,000 interactions or views, or even there was a time when I had like 100,000. Like during the holidays, I can on Instagram I get notifications from Instagram. Oh, you reach 100,000 views in the last month, or even 200,000 views. But yeah, people don't really stick around to see anything about the blind. And again, it must be a lot of that has to do with my personality or what I do, and it's not properly done or sophisticated. It's just just being myself. But anyway, I hope everyone out there is doing well. Let me see. I'm checking my streaming. Hold on. Let me see. So when you're when this, I'm gonna share this for anyone that is actually again is gonna open up a YouTube channel, or you have a YouTube channel and you actually wanna do start a live stream, because now you don't have to have the 1,000 subscribers. And for me, it's important that you share about the blindness, and you don't have to share your blind daring adventures and there. I mean, we all have something to share, right? We all can contribute to the blind community, to the blind community out there. Or again, you don't have to have a YouTube channel that has to do with the blindness. You don't have to. It's just whatever we want to share. I believe either way, regardless of whether or not you're going to be sharing anything about the blind community or your blind life, just being someone that is blind or low vision, and you're going to be sharing whatever you want to share. Say you want to teach English. That is something that if you're someone who is a native English speaker, honestly, that would be a fun and highly needed YouTube channel. Because a lot of blind people around the world, they always message me and asking me for help with English. And as you guys can hear, English is not my second language, right? It's been difficult for me to actually, I don't know how I got my AA degree, my bachelor's degree, my minor in Spanish, and two master's degree with this English. It was difficult. I remember having a dictionary and having to translate. And then I come from a very what do we call my family? Ordinary, simple family, not very poor family, and the Spanish was really bad. But we were lucky to have parents who were interested in sending us to school when I was, young, when I was little, and they sent us to a place to go to school, and when no one did any, when people in my little village were not doing that, and it was a high criticism for my father because he learned how to read and somehow write, but he didn't even know. He learned until he married my mom, and she helped him to learn a little. And of course, he always wanted us to go to school, so he sent us to a little town, and then we went to a city, and we went to school. And he was always criticized for sending female daughters to school, and but and then they brought me here to the States. And when I went to college, I had to do a minor in Spanish, not because I didn't speak Spanish, but because my Spanish is not like it was highly sophisticated. Still is not, but it's not as bad. And not because you speak a language, that means that you speak fluent in your language, right? But for anyone that is blind or low vision here, it would be a great YouTube channel if you create a YouTube channel where you can teach English. And it could be even a minute or 2 minutes a day, or not a day, on your video. It could be a 3-minute video, and you can actually just start from the basic. And you're not going to be teaching this because you're blind. I mean, the blindness is going to be part of the channel because you're blind or low vision, and it would be fun. And you can do live videos now that they allow live videos without a specific, without having to have 1,000 subscribers. And you can use your phone and a tripod the way I'm doing it. And that actually, those YouTube channels actually get pretty popular on YouTube, especially if you make this English YouTube channel accessible, really accessible, right? I can do it, but I have my accent, which one of my French professors in college told me years ago, like, don't feel bad about your accent. That's what makes you Anna. And right there, I understood that I should never feel embarrassed or uncomfortable about my accent. People always ask, like, where are you from? You have an accent. What are you from? Yeah, I even have an accent in Spanish because growing up here, I end up having an accent too. I don't sound like I am from the place that I am when I speak Spanish. And then I have friends from all over Central South America that we kind of mingle and on WhatsApp and just social platforms. So they speak different in Argentina and Ecuador and Guatemala and that. And it seems like I don't know, my Spanish is different, but one of those YouTube channels will be great. And you can do live streaming, you can contribute with whatever vision you're helping blind people if you make the YouTube channel accessible. And even though the YouTube channel would not be about the blindness, it would be related to the blindness, because if you do it, it's gonna be, you're blind, low vision, and it's part of our life. At some point you have to say, oh, I'm blind, because you're right. And you would be actually contributing to the blind community, because you're actually doing this and showing others that Not because you're blind, you're not able to teach English. That could be. You can actually make money. I've been insisting on this. You guys who are from here and you're fluent, I mean, you're native speakers, you're fluent. I don't know, you might be retired, you might be without a job. You can actually tutor people. You can actually teach. I was checking the night before, last night, I was checking how to create my business online. There were 10 different things listed. One of them is um, a content creator, right? Which is a huge one. I mean, they can make a lot of money, but it could be a salary. I mean, even having this simple YouTube channel, like when they deposit my, I don't know, my $100 or $105, that helps for something, right? It does. So, one of the things that they were mentioning, you can actually create content on, in this case, you can do it on YouTube. And they were talking about it, a content creator. In this case, you would be a blind or low vision content creator. And you can teach English, open up your website and teach English. Honestly, that's something that you can do. So anyway, this video is going to be way too long. And I'm going to see if you guys, let me see. All right. I'm just going to check quickly and see if anyone is here. Hold on one moment. I'm listening to my voiceover program. Okay. Nobody. I can only tell who is here if you guys comment. Otherwise, I won't. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. This was a good practice for me, and just chatting with you guys. It was all over the place as always. But you know, again, I invite you to find me, join me on Blind with a Vision 2020 on Instagram, Blind with a Vision on Facebook, Blind with a Vision here on YouTube channel. Please help me and help yourself and help the blind community by sharing my YouTube channel, giving a like to some of my videos, and just sharing if you know anyone that is going blind, anyone that is blind, anyone that is struggling with, I don't know, the white cane denial syndrome going on, or just someone that is afraid of going out there. Maybe they can learn something about my YouTube channel. And if you have any other blind friends who are sharing on YouTube, make sure to share them. You know, there are different styles, different, you know, people like different stuff. So go ahead and share, spread awareness. This is a way for us to contribute to the visibility of the blind community. And I keep telling myself, honestly, if we share about the blindness, it could help others. Today, I actually scheduled my ride to go to a support group that I joined, and it starts at 10. It's on Mondays, and I scheduled my access transportation ride, and the pickup was at 8:54, right? And they gave me a pickup of 8:54 a.m. and I asked to be there by 9:45. I go like, I have 15 minutes to just make it to the support group. Well, I call and confirm my pickup at 7:30, and this happens to me Sunday, yesterday, horrible, and the last Monday the same, right? This transportation program is honestly, I'm grateful that it's there, but I call and confirm, and they say, oh, a taxi is gonna pick you up, and then I call at 9 because they didn't come, and they say, oh, well, no, they're gonna pick you up until 9:55. I go like, excuse me, I asked to be there by 9:45. They say, well, no, the bus is late. And then I go like, let me speak to a supervisor, and they just tell you, oh, they're gonna call you, right? So I called 3 times, and they say like, oh, the bus is late. Well, to make the long story short, they supposedly put me as a no-show. And honestly, on Sunday, my pickup was at 9:10 in the morning, and they picked me up until 10:45 a.m. I arrived to the location at 11, and then I didn't even have enough time to go around and shop because, you know, my next ride was there to pick me up because I went to a different location. I'm sharing this story because this is what pushes me to keep going about sharing, because that's a video that I want to share. And I end up talking to one of the supervisors from the access department because I keep calling and calling. And some of those agents, they want to get rid of you over the phone. So they transfer me to the Orange County Transportation Authority, where you can call and make a complaint. I go like, they don't help. I mean, we still have to call and get a letter so you can have it as approved. I go like, I'm ready to actually share a video about how this programming really is and how they're violating the American with disabilities. And I have to confess that I sat on my sofa feeling sad about it with tears, tears, tears. I felt frustrated, honestly. And I go, Anna, you need to stop crying about it. This is why you're blind. This is why you have to get up and share those simple videos and actually do better videos about what the blind population has to live, when they can drive and once they went blind. If you're blind, you need to make it worth it. You need to keep sharing, because I have tons of stories that I don't even share here, you guys. Honestly, when you live by yourself and you have to do everything by yourself, believe me that you really learn to know how being blind is. And of course, people don't want to hear this because they feel sad, or they know they do that to their blind family member. So that I end up getting a phone call from the third time that I call, and it was a supervisor that I know her for a long time. When she answered the phone and she go like, oh, my name is whatever, whatever. I go like, oh yeah, I actually known you for years. And she goes, yeah, Anna, I know you too. And she agreed with everything I said. She ended up giving me a phone number and telephone number of the top people so I can write a letter. I go like, yeah, I'm going to write a letter, but I'm going to share all over social media. She goes, access is horrible right now. For her to agree, right? So this is what pushes me to just keep doing this. And I guess I'm going to, until I'm able to move and do it, I'm going to do it. So I invite you to do the same. Find a way to actually spread awareness about us, you guys. Because if we don't do it, nobody else is going to be interested. And we cannot just continue having all these issues, we need a better transportation program for the disabled community. We need employment for the disabled community. We need better accommodations in education. And we need to keep we need to get together and to continue asking all these social platforms and the communication, all these websites, to actually always remember that there is blind people and low vision in the world. Yeah, alrighty. I'll talk to you later, and I'll thank you for joining me. I don't know who's here, but I can hear that there is 5 people. Alrighty. I hope you were able to understand my English, and I hope you voted. And if you are not, you haven't, don't forget to actually go and vote tomorrow. I wasn't gonna vote, but after everything that is going on, we actually have to do it, right? And we only have one good option, honestly. Even if you disagree with a lot of what Kamala goes for, because I don't agree with everything. She doesn't even mention, of course, just like every running candidate, they don't even mention the blind, the disabled community in general, right? But we don't want to live in a country like Venezuela or North Korea or Russia, right? I stopped and thought about all those people that live there, and the blind people from Venezuela that they message me on WhatsApp. It's horrible how they live over there. They don't have anything. They're so poor. And for us to feel so comfortable every day because we have what we need, and those people. So we don't want to be in a country that, it's going to be, I don't know, be safe out there for tomorrow. And these days, I wouldn't even go out, honestly, especially if you belong to one of those groups like me, right? Be careful, because it's going to get crazy. Either way, it's going to get a little bloody out there, which is sad. All right, well, see you in the next mission. Bye for now. Adios.